Have you ever wanted to mistrust every single thing anyone ever says? Have you ever wanted to lose sleep over whether or not your best man was actually a member of the mafia? Are you the type of person who thinks their toaster is plotting their assassination? Then do I have the game for you. Town of Salem is a game so good we literally had to invent a new show to recommend it. So let's pretend this is totally normal and let me tell you why you should play Town of Salem. On the surface, Town of Salem is a game heavily inspired by card games like Werewolf and Mafia. Not to be confused with the Werewolf Mafia, because they totally really don't actually exist, stop asking questions. The type of game where a bunch of players get together, get given different roles, different abilities, and most importantly, different goals. Where Town of Salem shines is in the sheer amount of different roles. You got the good guys, the bad guys, the wild cards, the medium. Ugh. And they all come together to form an incredibly deep game of deduction and shit-flinging lies. There is no other game that not only facilitates but downright encourages lying to your fellow man quite like Town of Salem. Maybe you're the serial killer tasked with killing the whole town who just tricked the town into hanging their last armed nut job who could save them. Maybe you're the godfather who sells out his own men to secure his survival. Or maybe you're the jester whose only goal is to get himself hung, accidentally getting half the town lynched while trying to make yourself look guilty. The variety in the matches of this game are truly staggering. From the outside looking in, the game can seem a little bit simple. The art style is appealing, but basic. The UI seems to give you every single piece of information you could ever possibly need. And until you start to understand a few of the roles, you may find your town turning on you because you said something that doesn't make sense. Or you looked at someone the wrong way. Or you talk too much. Or you talk too little. Or you picked the wrong name. People in this game can be a little, paranoid. But not me, obviously, whatever people have been saying. Actually, and this can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your role, I have never met a community quite as crack addict jumpy as the Town of Salem community. You know when you go to a dive bar, it's a little shady but the drinks are cheap, but then there's that one guy in the corner who hasn't purchased alcohol for like 4 hours and keeps eyeballing you like everything's your fault? Yeah, everyone in Town of Salem is that guy. And after a few hours of playing, you'll be that guy too. And you'll love every paranoid minute of it. The game boils down to two very distinct parts. The daytime, where the town is free to communicate with one another, share information, and commit unjustified acts of lynching on someone. And the nighttime, where each role can use their unique ability to help or hinder the town. Rinse, repeat, until one side is left standing. But as I said, the actual number of different roles that all complement or counter each other is fantastically well thought out. Except the medium. Ugh. If I had to give advice on enjoying the game, I'd recommend firstly giving it a few matches before passing judgment. Unfortunately, the game doesn't really start to click until you understand the basics of each role, and you may very well find yourself totally lost in the first couple of games. But that's okay, just read your role description and do your best. Secondly, I'd recommend playing with a few friends. This may not seem like the type of game that works socially, but I can speak from experience that sitting in a Skype call with 4 friends trying to figure out who you can trust and who's one step ahead of you is an experience that no other game has yet to replicate. And the best part? You don't have to take my word for it. It's free! Well, the browser version is free. The Steam version is $5, but the browser version can cross-play with the Steam version. So you can try it with your friends and still play with them if they choose to support the devs and buy the Steam version. Free, fun, frantic, and freaking thrilling. You should play Town of Salem. I've been Jack, and I bent over backwards to find a way to recommend this game. So take that for the glowing recommendation it is. Bye, guys.
Oh, my face is so cherry after recording all these great YouTube videos that you should check out. If you enjoyed this video, obviously you can hit subscribe, like, favorite, and check out all our other videos. And also, we have a store that you can buy stuff. Can we?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, we have a store where you can buy stuff. I don't know what's there, but I'm sure it's great, so you should check that out.